I hope you're good on this Saturday morning. A Saturday of football, return of domestic football, which is always good. Always good for the fans, isn't it, to get involved? And the fact is, West Ham aren't playing until Monday, which I think it's a hindrance, really, where we are in the league. I want us to, we've got to start getting points on the board, but it is what it is. Got to wait till Monday, but at least it does mean that you can have a weekend of football without West Ham disrupting it, which is, I suppose, is a bonus, isn't it? You know, that you can save that till Monday. That juicy bit of nug. No, do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to seeing West Ham play Brentford, I must say. One thing I want to talk about in this video, well, there's a couple of things. Is Graham Potter and Mads Hermansen. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. It takes 2 seconds of your life. 2 seconds. Just press that button. And it's free. Free to do so. Come and subscribe and join us on this journey. And also, remind if you can hit that like button, really appreciate it. And also, if you can give us a hype up, if you can, why not? Give it a go. Really do appreciate the support. Really do. So, I want to talk about Graham Potter first of all. In terms of his sacking from West Ham. Now, what it is that he's been put on gardening leave. So West Ham effectively still paying him his normal weekly salary at the moment, which is very standard practice. And basically in the hope that we won't have to keep paying him out for his contract because he will go and get another job. Now, it appears it's not Man United. It's not Manchester United, although he was linked, which I thought was quite amusing. Oh, that would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? That would have been fabulous just to see that happen. But no disrespect to Graham Potter, that would have been quite good. But no, it's not. It's the Sweden national team that he's actually in Sweden at the moment, as you understand it, Potter. He's got property out there. He's talked about that he's wanted that job, and it's quite clear from what he's saying and how he's suggesting that he really wants that job. Now it looks like he's in line to get it, and let's hope that happens. That would be a huge bonus and a huge relief for West Ham because, you know, finances at this football club are not good. As we well know, they've not been good under our ownership. They've been shambolic, really. I mean, the fact is we're talking, I know there's reports of sort of £20 million this bill is going to cost West Ham and all the mistakes we've made, which is, let's be honest, not far away from that in terms of our appointment of Lopetegui and his team having to dismiss them, then bringing Graham Potter, which was another freebie, and that's then fallen flat. So we now had to get rid of him and his team, plus get rid of Carl McCauley. And on top of that, you've got Tim Steidten. It's a mess at West Ham in terms of our finances. And do you know what infuriates me? This is the club that stress that we don't pay compensation for managers. Don't pay compensation for a manager that you want because of the cost, but you really take a freebie that fails and you've got to pay them off anyway and then go and get another. Honestly, it's just an absolute shambles, isn't it, this football club? But regardless of how crap our ownership are in terms of running this football club, I've got to say that it is a relief to know that Graham Potter's looking very close to getting another job, because that does mean then that he's terminated. We haven't got to pay him anymore on gardening leave. He then takes on another project and another, gets a salary elsewhere, and it saves us a few quid, which I think, let's be honest, is going to be needed, especially with January in our sights. I mean, look, it's October, so it's a way off yet, January, but it is going to whip round and it's going to be a vital. This feels like a really, really big transfer window for West Ham. It's just something we've just got to get right. We know that the issues we've got, striker and central defence, just need sorting. So I'm not going to talk about transfers too much, but in terms of the finances side of things, if we can get that off of our books in terms of paying Graham Potter and etc., then that would be fabulous. So yeah, it's looking likely that could happen. So fingers crossed it does. I also want to talk about Mads Hermansen. So it's weird, isn't it? Because kind of with all the turmoil that's going on at West Ham, it feels like Hermansen sort of slipped under the radar a little bit in terms of the fact that he's come in as the club's new number one. We've spent quite a fair bit of money on him to get him over, obviously in the summer. And it's just not working. I mean, it's just not working out at all. He's had a dreadful start to his life at West Ham. I can only imagine that his confidence is probably on the floor. And it's really sad. It's really sad to see. And it's frustrating because this is, it can't be another failure. We can't have that. And I'd like to think it isn't, but it isn't, because seeing Hermansen, he's been in the Premier League. For Leicester City, the first part of their season in the Premier League last year, he was fabulous. He was one of the best performing goalkeepers in the Premier League by quite a distance. He got injured, didn't come, came back and sort of struggled to get his form up. But the fact is, he's sort of carried that form into West Ham, and it's really frustrating. But it appears that Nuno's got faith in him, and Nuno does have plans for him. So this is what Nuno said when he was asked about Hermansen, which I thought was quite interesting. He said, when we got here, the change in goalkeeper position had already been made. So he's referring there to Hermansen coming in for Areola. But in Hermansen, we have seen a good and professional goalkeeper who works like many of his teammates. So the relationship is now developing and it becomes normal as time goes by. It's very hard to read into this, but you've got to kind of go with me here. So then he said, as I mentioned to you, it was a decision that was made before our arrival that this change in goalkeeper position. We felt that when we came into the club, we had limited time, so we had to continue with Alphonse. So now he's referring now to the fact that Hermansen's come in and then he's then put in Alphonse Areola. So he's then saying, well, I've had to stick with it. So that indicates to me, like these comments, that possibly that he's seen him in training, watching Hermansen, and then he's now thinking, well, actually, I think he could be our number one goalkeeper. I've just kept Alphonse for the time being just to continue the trend. I wasn't going to change things. So I think it's quite interesting. I mean, I really want Hermansen to work out. Do you know what I mean? I don't want us. We can't afford it not to work out, really. Do you know what I mean? Like I mean, how many more players are we going to bring to this football club and see their values plummet? We can't have this on Hermansen. We just can't. So that's indicating to me that possibly Hermansen's going to be knocking on the door for a start. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things pan out for the Brentford game. I doubt we're going to see Hermansen in that game. I doubt it. Only off the basis that we've seen, you know, as Nuno said, he's stuck with Alphonse Areola. And as much as I don't rate Areola, and I don't, he can't really be blamed for the last two games. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say that he's had a really bad performance or done anything really shocking. Possibly the only thing he has done that stands out for me was that ball when he played it to Mavropanos against Everton, with Mavropanos cocked up as well. There is that worry sometimes when his distribution is not good enough for me. Whereas I think you're going to get so much better with Hermansen. I really, really hope that what we're going to see from Nuno is he's going to reinvigorate Hermansen. He's going to get him to the level we need him to be, and then we're going to start to see the goalkeeper that we signed. But yeah, hard to say. But yeah, I think it's certainly very interesting. I really do hope that's where we're going to go with this. Now we've got, of course, we don't play till Monday, so a couple of days yet until we get sort of like more team news and stuff from X. That will come out on Monday anyway, early in the day. But could well be that we got a bit more news, and we'll talk about that either later today or possibly tomorrow. I'm away at the moment, but I still will be doing videos as and when. So look, enjoy your Saturday, enjoy a bit of football, and hopefully, yeah, you have a good one, whatever you're doing. Take care. Speak to you soon. Come on, your irons.